Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're on the world. My name is Vermilion. Just want to say thank you for all the support recently from the beta to the early access campaign, and hopefully as we head into the multiplayer release for Modern Warfare 2. Just figured I would say thank you to every single one of you that have been watching my videos. You all are awesome, and I just haven't said thanks in a while. Alright, with the mushy out of the way, let's get into the bread and butter of this video. I'll be going over all the achievements in the game, as well as how to unlock them, with suggestions, as well as full-length sections to show you how I personally did it. As some of these achievements can be a little tedious, you'll want to be patient and form your own strategies to do so. One good tip for every single one of the non-campaign related achievements is that they can be done on recruit. So give yourself the best chance. As always, there will be timestamps on the video so you can skip past the straightforward achievements or the achievements that you already have. So with all that said, we'll start with the straightforward ones, which include the cutting heads off snakes and time for pints achievements. These two are related to beating the campaign, the first being to finish it on veteran and the second to finish the game on any difficulty. These are as easy as they come in terms of completing, no extra requirements other than to just play the game. If you are struggling on veteran, I just wrapped up an entire veteran playthrough on this channel, so feel free to check that out if you need a grasp of how to handle certain areas. I'll also recommend getting used to spamming your tactical grenades as well as lethals. They will absolutely help you every step of the way. Moving on to the rest of the very specific achievements, we'll begin with Crocodile. To earn this achievement, you must shoot 3 enemies while underwater in wet work. Fastest way to do this is to load the mission, take down the first guy you see, and take his pistol right away. Then immediately find your next 3 victims, and make sure to shoot them all underwater. This one is fairly simple, but is missable depending on how you went about stealthing this mission. On the same mission, you can also earn the achievement Nessie, which requires you to reach the barge without being seen. This one is a little more demanding, as getting spotted happens quite often. I'll go over the recommended path now. Go ahead and take down the first guy on the dock and take his pistol. Keep moving forward until you get to the next set of enemies and kill the guy on the right, either via a takedown or in style with a throwing knife from range.
One down.
Move on to the enemies to the left side and take down the one that stays by himself first. After that, use throwing knives on these two from afar. It will alert them since he dies, however he won't spot you right away, which then allows you a follow-up with another knife. Now that everyone on the dock has been taken care of, wait for the patrol boat to pass you, come up to the surface and use the pistol to take care of both of them really quickly.
Get in there as soon as you can. We may not have much time, John.
After the boat is dealt with, I recommend retrieving a couple of your knives if possible, and then move up again until you hear Captain Price say that there is another boat incoming. Wait until the boat comes in from where you spawned at, and do the same thing. Shoot both guards with a pistol, and then you're free to continue forward to take out these 2 guards in this order.
Take you down.
Good work, Sergeant.
After that, go ahead and swim for these 2.
You alright?
Never better, boss.
Guys, I'm near the barge. Get here when you can, but don't get careless.
Enemy down.
Well done, mate.
Got 2.
Stay on it.
And then finally, you'll want to swim around the barge and wait on these 2 guards to pass to be able to kill them silently.
Got one on the dock. Dropped one.
Keep it up.
This path worked for me the most, at least it was the most consistent one I found anyway. Next up is Must Be Wind. You have to rescue the hostage in Countdown without enemies firing weapons. This one is all about aim and speed or perfect lineups. Take your pick. The first floor is pretty easy, as you can wait until they mess with the hostages and then line them up for a quick double kill.
Can't sneak past. They'll spot you.
The second floor was a bit tricky with the lineup, but if you wait for this guy to turn around, you can then pick off the first 2 cards closest to you. Then move to the left to pick off the other 2 very fast.
We're clear.
The third floor of hostages is actually way easier than the second, as you can line up a headshot on these 3 and then quickly turn for the last 2.
Bravo, we're clear on 5-1.
This next one might take players a few tries, which is Gunless. This requires the mission alone to be completed without firing a gun. The only real tips I have here is to, again, play on recruit, use smoke bombs heavily as they not only stun, but give you ample time to run away or run to the next checkpoint, like this for example. Or when you're about to reach Ghost in the church, you can run past all the enemies and cause them to despawn to run to the truck. You can use takedowns, throwing knives, or anything you can craft, but mainly just get used to putting the things you can craft to work. If you do start getting rushed by a lot of enemies, throwing knives are your best friend as they instantly stun or kill enemies. And as long as you do not fire a weapon, you can just restart from your last checkpoint and keep trying. There is a section that gives you a shotgun, which is required to be picked up unfortunately. Just ensure that your finger is off the trigger and you'll do great. Now this next one had me stumped for a second until I realized that there was an extra type of vehicle I was missing. The achievement Test Drive requires you to drive 5 different vehicle types in the Violence and Timing mission. The quickest way to do this would be to hijack this truck, then immediately hijack the truck you were previously on, then at the next convoy, hijack all of these vehicles, then wait until you get a armored truck, hijack that one as well, and at this point you should have about 4 out of the 5 total that you need. The 5th one confused me until I did realize that you can get a civilian vehicle. While you are driving, sometimes on these sides of the roads, there are vans or sedans to use, and after getting in one of these, the achievement should pop up. In the same mission, there is also another achievement that requires you to meet up with Price using the vehicle you initially hijacked, called Keeping This One. This one is super easy. Again, if you put the game on recruit difficulty, not much to explain with this one.
See you in one piece. Take the grenade.
For you stealth struggling gamers out there, you might get turned away from this one as it requires some really hard stealthing. I'm kidding. After figuring out the path, it's actually incredibly easy. Ghost in Training requires you to reach the penthouse in El Nombre without killing anyone or triggering the alarm. Sounds like an impossible task, however, a couple of bottles and some patience will easily get you there. After answering all of Valeria's questions and you reach the first floor, make your way upstairs, grab a few bottles, and go get the key card for the penthouse. For the first guard, throw your bottle down the hallway to move him, and open the door and head to the left behind this wall. Wait for Diego and the guard to split up, and I recommend at this point reloading the checkpoint because for some reason this door doesn't open sometimes. Don't understand why that is, but we'll wait for Diego to turn around while you hide in the closet and throw another bottle outside to get Diego and the guard's attention away. You'll then want to grab the key card, go left out the bathroom window and off the balcony, back to the first floor away from the guards. Once that's done, you can just head up the elevator with Alejandro. That easy. Honestly, not as hard as I thought it was going to be. Another easy one coming your way, a crappy way to die. All you need to do is kill the enemy in this porta potty on dark water. As the achievement states, it is a really crappy way to die. Next up on the same mission is Don't Touch the Deck. This achievement isn't hard, especially if you are, again, running recruit. I know I keep mentioning it, but I'm going to keep saying it so you don't forget. After the initial section is finished and you board the deck by crashing into it, you'll want to immediately jump on these crates. I'll play some sped up footage to give you a loose idea of the path you want to take. You can make it however you want, but the goal is to eventually reach this section without ever touching the floor to earn the achievement. Honestly, this was a fun one. Now it's time to harness your inner thief and go steal some loot from the 3 saves of the campaign to earn the achievement Gentleman Thief. As stated, you will need to open all 3 saves throughout the campaign. The first one can be found at the end of this hallway in El Nombre on the 2nd floor. To get the code, just look at this painting's date, go around the corner and open up the closet to find the safe and input the code 020219. The last 2 can be found in the Alone mission shortly after getting the shotgun before dropping down. You'll want to pry open this door and the code can be solved by looking looking at this calendar. After you figure out the code, look to your right and input 101080. The third and final safe is after you drop down. You may clear the area first or go straight for it. To get the code, enter this garage and find the laptop. It's the second line on the bottom of the screen. Then head over to the safe in the room next to it and input 376080. After unlocking your third and final safe, you will get the achievement. Infinity Ward is really trying to make fun of their own riot shields by introducing this achievement, Wall of Duty. You'll need to get 3 kills with riot shields. This is easily done on the mission Prison Break, as there are multiple instances of enemies that drop riot shields for you to pick up to smack other soldiers with. Honestly, it's the strongest weapon in the campaign, at least on Veteran. Just trust me on this one. Another achievement easily done on Prison Break is Daredevil, in which you need to kill 2 enemies while being affected by a flashbang. Personally, I just threw grenades and flashed myself. This was the easiest strat I could find for this. You can also keep resetting this specific checkpoint to do it, since enemies group up at the back here. Also, shout out to the actual Marvel Daredevil. I like that reference, Infinity Ward. Thank you. We're not done with Prison Break yet either, as we have 2 more achievements we need to do. The first being Backpack Guy. The achievement states that you need to kill gassed or blinded enemies using a Molotov, Stimtex, and frag grenade. But what the achievement doesn't state is that all 3 kills need to come from the same stun effect. So you have to use 3 flash grenades or 3 tear gas grenades, and the progress resets if you use the other. So I recommend just using tear gas grenades, as it lasts longer and you can cook grenades or line up Molotovs much easier. After you get all 3 with the same stun, the achievement will appear. The final achievement in this mission to grab is No Time to Lose, which requires you to do the CCTV section of the mission in 4 minutes. It is a little tense and you have to be super speedy with this one. I'm going to play out a perfect run I did for you to copy that was insanely quick, and this one might take you a few tries due to the checkpoints being triggered at each stage. If you mess up, you have to keep restarting this mission. This one was by far the most frustrating achievement, as even if you know the path, one mess up can ruin the entire run, and you have to waste 6 to 7 minutes doing the first parts of this mission before you can even try again.
Good to go. Shadow on the balcony. Put a bullet in it. A little help's not so bad, eh, LT?
Stay focused, Johnny.
Just saying.
Keep it tactical, Sergeant.
1, around the corner.
Wearing body armor, I'll have to get in close.
Trash bin on your right. Time to take out the trash.
Fucking hell.
1 in the corner. His gun's down. Pop him. Good kill. Go to the truck.
Good place to plant a charge. How's it look?
Go for it, LT.
Good copy.
Move, Ghost.
Bomb planted. On the move.
Time for distraction, LT. Your bread and butter, son.
Lights out.
He's heading toward the electrical.
Unless he runs into me on the way.
Go up. All clear. Wait there.
Confirm when clear.
Go down. Seeing a pickup you can sabotage.
Good call, Sergeant.
Dump him. Sleep well, asshole.
Planting charge. 2 down. Moving.
Knife him. Nighty-night, fuckhead. Clear, go. APC looks ripe for a bomb, LT.
Done. On to the next.
Let's see some knife work, LT. Laying down on the job, eh? Move up. You'll need a diversion.
Roger.
Go to the crate. Got 2 closing on you. Go up. 1 on the roof, Ghost. Use your knife. Knife him.
Gonna do this one my way. Watch.
Fucking beautiful, son. Move to the truck. Head left. Head right. Go for it, LT. 4 less to give us chase.
We're all set here, Johnny.
These last two are easy, but they are going to be a little time consuming. If you did recon by fire, you may already have this one. Nobody was there is an achievement which states that you never triggered the alarm in recon by fire. As long as you clear out both compounds, the initial area and the lighthouse area, without alerting other guards for the alarm, you will get this achievement. I personally wasn't even going for this achievement on veteran and I earned it, so it's fairly easy to do, just be patient. For our final achievement of the campaign, you will find this on the mission Ghost Team. Make your way to the end where you have your face off against the tank. Inside of this arena, you will need to find and shoot all of these targets that will fall over after you hit them. There are a ton around the arena, but if you kill the first couple of enemies and just take your time avoiding the tank fire, you can find them all pretty quickly. I won't show all the locations, but just know that there can be targets around the edges of the arena, so look high and low. Most of them though are going to be either in or around the main building areas. As long as you don't die, you can take as long as you want to find them. However, if you do die, you will have to restart the entire process again. Well, everyone, that is every single currently unlockable achievement for Modern Warfare 2 until Spec Ops releases. I'll be making another video on that after it does release, so if you want to stay tuned for that, don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the notification bell. I appreciate everyone who did watch through to the end. I wish you all luck on your achievement hunting before the multiplayer release on the 27th or 28th, wherever you're on the world. Feel free to comment any other good tips for other players down below, and I will catch you in the next one.